Are you adventurous, curious, and explorer? Then why not move out of this earth? Maybe visiting every planet for a day will end your curiosity or help you achieve what you are looking for. But before getting ready to pack your luggage, find out what other planets have and how they will welcome you. Unbearable temperatures, harsh environment, and thirst due to lack of water will be common. With these commonalities, some other things need to be researched before hunting them out. Before diving deep into the topic, what if you spent a day on every planet in our solar system? Let me remind you to like the video. If you find interesting content from here, why not subscribe to the channel and hit the bell button for more fantastic content? Let's first find out the definition of a habitable planet. According to NASA, a planet is habitable if it is at a suitable distance from the sun and has water reservoirs and air surrounding you. So, according to this definition, what about the other planets? How many days can you be alive on the other planets? What's the behavior of your favorite planet? How will a planet welcome you? Which is strangest and which is terrifying? All you will find here. Let's explore this together, and a pro tip for you is to keep a bottle of water with you. Maybe some harsh realities get a desert in your throat. Ready to explore? Okay, great. The very first planet we will visit is Mercury. Welcome to Mercury. Feeling difficulty in breathing, then it's your fate now, as with two extreme and opposite temperature states. Mercury's air consists of sodium, hydrogen, potassium, helium, and oxygen. You can only live in this air if you can hold your breath. I hope you can estimate it now by doing so how long you can hold your breath, 30 to 90 seconds. Yes, Mercury will allow you to live only because of this time. As far as temperature, one Mercury side is too hot, like hellish and vaporizing, and the other is as cold as freezing. So a normal body needs a moderate temperature, and Mercury has no place for you. Venus. Let's move towards the second planet to spend a day there. Be ready for the warmest welcome, as the temperature is extremely high, 475 degrees centigrade and 900 Fahrenheit. Venus has about the same gravity as Earth with high temperatures, so you'll be very familiar walking around until you vaporize. A day on Venus? Venus one day is equal to Earth's 243 days, so be ready to live there for a long time if you survive, as you booked a ticket for one Venus day. Venus's air is concentrated and thick. The amount of carbon and sulfuric acid is much high, as you can say the clouds on Venus are of gases. Due to this high concentration and temperature, it is not possible to survive for a second on Venus. Earth. Thanks to the Earth, which has oxygen in the air, allows us to breathe, move, and eat food, you can live there for as many years as written in your destiny. Some live even for more than 80 years. This habitable planet has a moderate temperature. Mars. Let's check out the next planet in our solar system, and that is Mars. Elon is hopeful to settle one day on Mars, and for that he is trying to bring innovations. We are hoping the same, but how will the day on Mars be before that? A little kind planet that will allow you to take a fresh breath, but the air is thin as carbon dioxide, argon, and nitrogen, with little oxygen and water vapor, making Mars difficult to live on. With cold temperatures, Mars will allow you to walk a few steps. The unbreathable air and too cold temperature will not allow you to live for even 2 minutes on Mars. Jupiter. Let's skip toward the next planet, that is Jupiter, a planet that will not even allow you to put your step for a second. Being a gaseous planet, it is the most uncomfortable planet. Its air consists of hydrogen, helium, and cold, windy clouds of ammonia and water. This planet is twice as massive as any other due to the concentration of these gases. The massive and bulky Jupiter has the fastest speed, and its day is not even more than 10 hours on Earth. So if you successfully survive on Jupiter in some imaginary conditions, then you will be back to your home on the same day. Strong jet streams and storms are the notorious things found on Jupiter. Imagine yourself walking in this atmosphere. Yes, you will scroll fast, and it will be a feeling of slamming into the wall. With the passage of time, you will be entered into a more thick and turbulent environment. Let's imagine you are moving down in Jupiter, then the pressure there will kill you, burst your body into parts, and even your ears will bloat within a second after Jupiter's interaction. Let's suppose you are lucky enough that pressure will not do anything to you. Then, the temperature of Jupiter is waiting to burn you. Temperature here is minus 145 degrees centigrade. and minus 229 Fahrenheit. Jupiter is so harsh you will not survive there even for a minute. Still watching? Having a hope to find any habitable planet except Earth? That's great. We love your passion and curiosity. So not testing your patience anymore, let's move towards the next planet, that is Saturn. Like all others, this planet also can't support life. It's called a gas giant composed of hydrogen and helium. No solid place to even keep a foot. If the environment gets dense, it changes into liquids that are not cozy at all. Let's move deeper down into Saturn. You will face a rocky, metallic crust, high temperature, and immense pressure. On Saturn, you will not have a place to park your RV. The wind, with 1,600 feet per second speed and extreme hurricane wind, can blow you apart. Let's discuss the Saturn temperature, and that it is too cold to live in. So, in all these perspectives, Saturn is not habitable, as it is too cold, too gassy, and too terrifying. Uranus. There could be no life on Uranus, a volatile and ice giant planet. One of the planets is too cold, too extreme, too gassy to live. Let's count the facts as to why Uranus is inhabitable. First, there is no solid surface, as the Uranus surface is composed of ices such as methane, water, and ammonia. Second, it is surrounded by an atmosphere of hydrogen and helium. Third, it is too cold even to bear. Its clouds top measure 49 Kelvin or 224 degrees centigrade. And another interesting and dreadful space is that it gets warmer inside down to the core, which has a temperature of 5,000 Kelvin. If we find some ideal temperature inside the Uranus, pressure is actually killing there. Also, there is no energy source, as there is no sun, no heat, no light, and no volcanoes. So life on Uranus is impossible, and you will die there in 1 second. Neptune. We are moving towards the last planet of our solar system. Take a sip of water and be ready to find out that no other planet is habitable than Earth. Neptune is a dark, cold planet with high-speed winds such as 2,000 kilometers per hour or 1,200 miles per hour. The wind speed is more than the speed of a fighter jet. Life is not conducive on Neptune, as the sun is so far from the planet that it looks like a dim light. Neptune is one of 2 ice giants in the outer solar system. Most of the Neptune mass comprises of hot, dense fluid of icy materials such as water, methane, and ammonia. Neptune is the densest, so a day on Neptune would last for 16 Earth hours, but your life wouldn't last a second on this planet. So, it's time to settle down and unpack your bag like no other planet rather than Earth is ready to welcome you. Earth is the only planet where we humans can live and settle. After this, hope you realize how much burden we create on Earth with different pollution types. If, unfortunately, the Earth becomes uninhabitable, then where will we go? Think about this. And what's your thought on this? Share in the comment section. Also, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell button.